and welcome to the show today, episode 20 of King of Puro. As today we finish up Champions Tour with Champions Tour Day 7, and then we take on the event at the end. Doesn't appear to be any mail today. We have a few morale issues with Akoma, Sen, Yokokawa, Doi, and Hisaka, but you get that sometimes, I guess, when you have a big locker room. So we'll go ahead and auto book this venue here. We'll go ahead into the locker room controls. We'll meddle a little bit, and we'll try to improve the relationship between Iki Hisaka and either Doi or Emoto. We'll do Emoto this time. No effect. Go ahead and book this event here. Add a match. We'll take care of the main event first. Go ahead and just click that for future. On one side, we'll have Funakoshi. Suki is I don't want Suki with Funakoshi. I don't know why. Funakoshi is going to be on one side, but Suki and Furusawa is going to be on the other. And we're going to have Big Bruiser Finley team with Funakoshi. We'll go ahead and give this 25 minutes. We will I think we're going to let Suki get the victory. And call it in the ring. We're going to pace it. Decisive finish. Now we'll have a 6-man tag. We'll have Raizan on one side, and he will team with, we can do Yokokawa and Sen. On the other side, we'll have Miura and Yoshizawa teaming with Belastakoma. Injury reminder. Go ahead and give Raizan the victory. We'll let him pin Miura for Yokokawa. Or not Yokokawa, is a pin. Yoshizawa is what I was looking for. We'll have it be an open match. We'll script this match. Or should we call it in the ring? I think we should call it in the ring. We will ask him to do a slow build and do a decisive finish. Go ahead and add another tag match between Bunraku Kentori and Yoshinaka Taku. Who should we have them face today? Could have them take on Kamasaka and Kiyotaka. Drop that down to 15. Tori can pick up the victory. We'll set this as our steal the show. Kiyotaka can lose. We'll have an open match. We'll have to script it because Taku. Decisive victory. Go ahead with another match here. Do we want it to be tag team or 6-man? Let's see what tag teams we have available. We have Cobras. And they can take on, put them up against Goto and Rosie. Be a pretty decent team. Go ahead and go into the road agent notes here. Malloy can get the victory. Rosie can take the pin. We'll make it an open match. We'll have to script it, and we'll do a decisive win. Okay, we have one more match, I think, in us here before we book our pre-show. We'll take Malicious Intent, so Wolfsbane and Diaz on one side, and we'll let them team with Sotomura, so that way we don't have to worry about appeasing Sotomura. Then we have Kikuchi, Suchi, and Okamasa. This will be our technical masterclass of the evening. Go ahead and book that. Wolfsbane will get the victory. Technical masterclass. We'll have it be open. We'll script it. And decisive win. And we'll go ahead and book that segment. Okay, let's take care of an angle now. We'll have Suki come out, be rated on entertainment. And Suki will help Furusawa. And if they win, Furusawa gets to name stipulation a Test of Champions. About 6 minutes. That should be a pretty decent opener. The crowd going. Do an 8-man tag now between some of the people that are veterans that are on the show. Matsushita here, Giant Brody before that. We can do Tashusai. And we could do Dynamite Narahashi. And we'll flip that around here to look at our unimportant. And we could do Yamamoto, Matoki, Tsuromi. Who do we want for that last spot? We could go Ogata. Yeah, Ogata. Put that on the pre-show. We'll give it the auto name. And we'll give it about 12 minutes. We'll let, who do we want to let? We could give Narahashi the pen. Do an open match. We will script it. End a decisive victory. We'll go ahead and book that. And that takes care of one of our pre-show matches. I think we'll have another one here. We'll have Yuta Asono. And we'll have Dreadnought and Kasaka taking on Hosaka, Kubo, and Doi. Go ahead and auto name that. We'll give it 13 minutes on the pre-show here. And we will let Asono pick up the victory. We'll tell Kubo and Doi and Dreadnought to keep it simple. Do an open match, script it, decisive win, and we'll book that. Okay. I'm going to tell Yamamoto, Matoki, Tsuromi, and Ogata to keep it simple. I don't need any victories in that. That just reminded me in the other one that I needed to do that in this one. Like, they keep it simple. They tend to, do a little bit better. So we'll go ahead and start the show. 661 people come to Osaka, and we open with a 31 rated pre-show match between Asono, Dreadnought, and Kasaka versus Hosaka, Kubo, and Doi. Yoda Asuno pins Hosaka with the Isono face melter. We have Kasaka with a 32, Dreadnought 19, Isono 33, Doi 29, Kubo 26, Hosaka 23. It's a pretty good, matchup between the young lions. We obviously have the best performer being Isono with the 33. Next pre-show match, we have Giant Brody, Matsushita, Tashusai, and Narahashi taking on the young lion team of Yamamoto, Matoki, Tsuromi, and Ogata. That gets at 47. As Dynamite Narahashi pins Tsuromi with a Narahashi cutter. We have Narahashi with a 49, Tashusai 60, Matsushita 58, Giant Brody 55, Ogata 19, Tsuromi 12, Matoki 11, and Yamamoto 17. Toka Ogata was off his game. Not a bad match. 47, pretty good for our young lions. I'm not gonna lie, I'm happy with this. Just trying to get him some performance and experience. And looks like Matsushita stood out. So we'll go ahead and hit this next segment. Open it up with a 69 rated segment with Suki telling the crowd that he was going to help. He's going to help Furuosara tonight, and if they get the win, Furuosara gets to name his stipulation at the Test of Champions event, and the big match between Furuosara and Funakoshi. We then move on to a 56 rated segment between Roku Sotomura and Malicious Intent, taking on Kikuchi, Tsuchi, and Okimasa. Wolfsbane submits Tsuchi with a Boston Crab. This is our technical master class. Sotomura with a 52, Diaz 32, Wolfsbane 56, Okamasa 48, Tsuchi 53, Kikuchi 49. Pretty happy with this masterclass. They tend to be one of the weaker parts of my show, but 56 rating good. We'll move on now to a 60 rated segment between the Cobras and Goto and Hirose. Marvel Malloy pins Hirose with a Cobra Strike. Spillane with a 61, Malloy with a 58, Hirose with a 46, and Goto with a 46 as well. The Cobras did get a tag team specialist bonus. 60 rated show or match, pretty good. Happy with that. Can't complain. Cobras are doing really good, I think, for us. Go ahead and move on to the next episode, next segment. As we get a 74 here from Tori and Taku taking on Kamasaka and Kiyotaka. Tori pins Kiyotaka with a flying forearm off the top. Taku gets a 64, Tori is 74, Kiyotaka 53, Kamasaka 48. Like I said, a 74 rated segment. That's excellent. That'll help our overall show rating go up. And pretty good match here. This team of Tori and Taku are pretty good, I think. I'm pretty happy with this. Next segment, we go with a 65 rated segment between Okamoto, Yokokawa, and Sen, Blastakoma, Miura, and Yoshizawa. Okamoto pins Yoshizawa with a brainbuster suplex. We have Sen with a 44, Yokokawa 39, Okamoto 71, Miura 55, Yoshizawa 56, Akoma 54. It looks like Yokokawa was slowed by the injury and was off his game, and Last Tacoma was really off his game. But 65, something I can be happy with. We move into our main event. It's a 77 according to the road agent, as Funakoshi and Finley take on Furuosara and Suki. Suki submits Finley with the Suki Special 3. Finley gets a 67, Funakoshi 77, Suki 74, and Furuosara 75. Go ahead and finish the show up here. That was an excellent main event with these guys. Does get us a 67 rating overall. Seven regions get their popularity boosted. Pretty happy with that show. So we'll go ahead and advance here out of the show. Check and see if there's any mail. There is. We get body type. Toshinobu Taku's announced he's going to retire in 3 months. And we'll be right back to book the Test of Champions event and finish up this tour. And we're back as BCG Test of Champions is tonight. There is no mail in our mailbox. There are some morale issues like we talked before. We do get the notice about how we have potential penalties. But you know what? I think we're doing pretty well. We're closing in on that $1 million, dollar mark. Hopefully we'll take care of it tonight. We'll go ahead and advance to the event here. We'll take whatever venue they have made here. We will use our Shogun TV broadcaster for the event. See what backstage. Animal Harker was brought before the court, being accused an hour late to pick up his travel partner. He has to pay for his travel partner's meals for the next 3 times. Absent. The Cobras are absent. That really is going to screw up the tag team champion match that we were, looking to book this, time. So, well, we'll go ahead and set up the main event here. I think we're going to have An Iron Man match is what Furusawa is going to take as his stipulation for winning that last match. So Funakoshi and Furusawa in an Iron Man match, 30-minute Iron Man match. And we are going to have Funakoshi pick up the victory. Trying to set up a potentially bigger, story. Call it in the ring, decisive finish. Book that segment. Didn't add the title. Go ahead and add the title now. This will effectively end the Furusawa Funakoshi storyline for the temporary part here as we move into Suki versus Finley. We'll give this 25 minutes here. Suki's going to get this victory. And we are going to have it called in the ring with a slow build and decisive win. Funakoshi's big plan to get Suki taken care of fails. We'll move on to the next match here. We'll have Bunraku Kentori taking on Yoshinaka Taku, not Toshinobu. We'll do 18 minutes is fine. We'll let Tori pick up the victory. Do we want to do Steal the Show? Yeah, we'll do Steal the Show. We'll script it and have a decisive victory for this one. They can't take the length with Steal the Show. So we'll drop that down. Still can't take one at 16 minutes. May need to rethink and just do a regular one. And then up the time because I'm more worried about the crowd thinking it's too short. So now we'll do another singles match. We got to take care of the Okamoto Blastacoma. Get my mouse to work here. We'll take him Blastacoma versus Okamoto. We'll do Reizan Okamoto gets the victory. We'll try this one as our Steal the Show here. We will be able to call this one in the ring and a decisive win. We'll go ahead and book this. Okamoto can't do a match of this length. That is weird. We'll just go do a regular one then. Give that 20 minutes here. Okay, we'll add one here. We need to have Wolfsbane is going to defend the belt against Orange Suchi. We'll make sure we put the Challenger Series title on the line. Technical Masterclass. Wolfsbane is going to defend the belt. We will have an open match. We'll script it. I guess we won't do open this time. Their levels are pretty much the same. Do another Tasha and Giant Brody. This one will knock down to 15. Put Tasha as the winner, and this one we will set for our Steal the Show. We will call it in the ring and give it a decisive win for Tasha. That works great. Let's move this up into the show here. Put it right about there. Segment 4 right now. We'll take a look here. Do a 2v2. We'll do a tag team match. We kind of got the plan ruined of Kamasaka and Kiyotaka taking on the Cobras for the belts this round, or this event final, because we'll have a number 1 contenders. Kamasaka Kiyotaka versus Miura Yoshizawa. We'll let Kamasaka or Miura here. Let's do Kamasaka. Pick up the victory. We'll have an open match. We'll call it in the ring. I don't know if we can. What the check? Decisive win. Yeah. Kiyotaka can't do called in the ring one. So I will have to script this one. Go ahead and just give the road agent notes here a check over. Okay. Open decisive script beforehand. Yeah. Go ahead and book that. We're over 10 minutes. Okay. Knock this down to 12. Still put it on before. Okay. Really don't know where else to cut 4 minutes. Could knock a couple off of this. Now we need one more cut off. Take another one off. Now we're good at 150 minutes. We have our buffer between the technical masterclass. Let's do a 6-man tag. Take a look at anybody that is needing to be on the show. We have Goto. We have Narahashi. We have Matsuzara. Okay, we'll look at unimportant and find out who these veterans will be taking on. We could do Yamamoto, Matoki, and Saromi, the youngest of the young lions. Give that an auto name. Drop it down to 12 minutes. Put it on the pre-show. We will give Goto the victory this time. Have an open match. We'll script it with a decisive win. And we'll book that. What's the problem? Too much referee for that referee. So we'll switch over to referee Tuara and book that segment. I think we want to add another pre-show match. I know this is a big event, and we want to make sure we get some of these guys on here, like Kasaka and Isono, and Diaz, and Kinoshita and Mitsukuri. We'll put Diaz instead of Sono. These are the guys I'm trying to get out of, unimportant. The top group of, Kasaka, Diaz, Kinoshita, and Mitsukuri. We'll go ahead and give that auto name, drop it down, put it on the pre-show. We will let James Diaz pick up a victory. Open match, script it, decisive win. We'll book that. Change. Okay, so now our referee Tuara has too much to do. But I like the way the matches are looking right now. So we'll go ahead and start. And in front of 5,000 people, we sold out our allotment as we pick up a 39 segment rating between Kasaka Diaz, Kinoshita Mitsukuri versus Dreadnought, Kubo, Doi, and Ogata. James Diaz pins Dreadnought with the Asian thumb spike. Mitsukuri with a 42, Kinoshita 39, Diaz 40, Kasaka 34, Ogata 25, Doi 32, Kubo 32, Dreadnought 23. Pretty good segment. I'm happy with this. Move on to the next. We get a 42 on the next one with Goto, Narahashi, and Matsuzara taking on the young lions of Yamamoto, Matoki, and Saromi. Goto pins Matoki with a Goto slam. Matsuzara with a 50 ring performance. Narahashi 51, Goto 49, Saromi 16, Matoki 13, and Yamamoto 20. Pretty decent match here, I think, for the young lions, picking up hopefully some good skills from Goto, Narahashi, and Matsuzara. We now take and go into the main show here with a 61 rating as Miura and Yoshizawa take on Kamasaka and Kiyotaka. And Kamasaka submits Miura with a triangle choke. Miura with the 57 performance, Yoshizawa 55, Kiyotaka 51, and Kamasaka 54. Started us off pretty strong. Got the crowd hot as we then will move in to our technical masterclass. Logan Wolfsbane and Orange Suchi for the BCG Challenger Series title, a 64 rating for this technical masterclass as he makes defense number 1 of the BCG Challenger Series. Logan Wolfsbane picks up the victory. In-ring performance of 58. Suchi with a 63. Pretty happy with this match. 64 in our masterclass. We go on now to Blastakoma. Reizan Okamoto 73 as Okamoto defeats Okoma with a brainbuster suplex. Okama with a 59. Okamoto with an 80. Can't get anything out of Okamoto except for 50s. But overall, great segment. 73. Really happy with this. And apparently Okamoto was seething after the match because he almost injured the botch move by Okama. We move on to Tori and Yoshinaka Taku. It gets us a 77 as Taku falls to the spinning forearm splash of Tori. Bunruka Tori with a 76 and Yoshinaka Taku with a 63. This gets us a 77 rating. Really happy with this rating. Really happy with these two guys. They have been excellent as a team and everything. So we move on now to Tasha and Giant Brody. Gets us a 63 as Tasha defeats him in 10 minutes by submission. Tasha with a 56, Giant Brody with a 56. I think, unfortunately, this didn't go long enough, and that kind of hurt us, but 63 is not bad. I was just hoping for more out of Tasha. We move on to Suki and Finley now. Gets us an 80. I think this is one of our best matches ever. Suki defeats Big Bruiser Finley with a Suki Special 3. Suki had a performance of 80. Finley had a 74. Both of them turning up their performances. And now we move on to the main event. Furusawa Funakoshi, 82 rated segment. I think that's our highest one. Funakoshi wins 3 falls to 2 and makes defense number 5. Furusawa with an 84. Funakoshi with an 83. Apparently the announcing was pretty weak, but that's great. 82. Let's finish this show here and see where we fell overall. Overall, we got a 73. It got all 8 regions. Awesome. Let's make a speech here. Obviously, we want to hit Furusawa and Funakoshi and Reizan. All of them praised or told they're awesome. Let's give them some praise and told they're awesome. Let's just do told they're awesome because they are. Let's make this speech very happy, and also very happy. Go ahead and finish this up now. See if there's any mail. Hey guys, there is some mail. Nothing important. There's 26,898 people watching Test of Champions. Really happy with that. Really happy overall with this tour. I think we did really well. Really happy with it. Excellent event at the end. This will do it for episode 20 of King of Puro. I'm Last Son. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.